history of Miri, it was first discovered in 50,000 years ago when the first foragers visited the east mouth of Niah cave. Since the cave was surrounded by forest and bushes, it made hunting, fishing, and plant gathering easy, and evidence of civilization was found when a skull named Deep Skull was uncovered. Miri was founded in 1910 when the Royal Dutch Shell drilled its first well and christened it as Grand Old Lady, which continued to produce oil until 1972. Due to this discovery, the village was transformed from a fishing village to a booming oil center. Due to the onshore oil drying up, it was closed down and moved to north of the town, Luton. Shifting the oil fields offshore coincided with the boom into timber processing hub. And around this time, the tourism industry also picked up, booming the population of Miri. Miri became the 10th city in Malaysia to be granted the official city status.
The city of Miri has been long associated with Sarawak's oil industry. Oil was first discovered in Miri by Dr. Charles Jose, who convinced the Anglo-Saxon Petroleum Company, a British subsidiary of Shell, to drill for oil in that area. The city continued to expand and prosper as an oil hub until the Second World War. The name Miri is derived from a minority Aboriginal group known as the Jati Meirek, who were one of the first residents to ever settle there. Due to the early European settlers mispronouncing Miriek as Miri, and the name stuck on since then. The Miriek at first were just people who lived close to the Miri River. Around 180 years ago, most of the culture norms and customs that of the tribe had all been vanished in the modern society, and most of the people of Miriek now prefer to be called Malay. When James Brooke first took over Sarawak, he used the St. George's Cross. Later, in 1845, it was decided that they would have their own flag, but it was not hoisted until 1848. The second Raja, Charles Brooke, changed the half blue cross of the earlier flag to blue. When the British Crown took hold of it again, the flag was written as coat of arms and was hoisted alongside the Union Jack flag. In the 1988, the current flag was instilled with two meaningful differences, being that two crosses were replaced by two diagonal bars and the previous crown with a 9-pointed star symbolizing the original 9 divisions of Sarawak.
Hi everyone, my name is Fiona Naomi and I'd like to discuss briefly about the geography in Miri, Sarawak. So I'm going to discuss about the location, climate, flora and fauna of the city. So Miri is a coastal city that is located in Sarawak, Malaysia. It is located in Borneo Island and it's actually the second largest city in Sarawak. The climate in Miri is a tropical rainforest climate. The temperature ranges from 23 to 32 degrees Celsius. And about the plants here, there are a few plants that you can find here such as turmeric, guava, and tapioca. These plants are commonly used by the locals as food ingredients or even for their health benefits. And then I'd like to talk about the animals. There are actually a few animals that you can find here, such as the rhinoceros hornbill. This bird is actually the icon and state emblem of Sarawak. And then there's orangutan and proboscis monkeys. These monkeys are actually easily identified by their large noses. And then there's crocodiles, and you can actually see crocodiles in Miri in the Miri Crocodile Farm. That is all about the geography. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Alif Khan and I'll be talking about the cuisines of Sarawak. Sarawakian cuisine is a Malaysian regional cuisine It's similar to the rest of Malaysian cuisine. There is also a wide range of additional products and culinary preparations available as a result of the state's diverse topography and indigenous cultures, which are different from regional cuisines. Sarawak, as the home of numerous distinct communities, offers a diverse range of cuisines not seen elsewhere in Malaysia. Its cuisine as diverse as the state's multi-ethnic population. Sarawak's culinary culture stresses various meal preparation and approaches. The basic culinary techniques include preservations, acidic dressings, and employing easily available forest resources. The meals are eaten with steamed rice, and dishes include meat, seafood, and vegetables, etc. Due to the warm sunny environment, with rain in season and good soil, allow for bountiful harvests of a diverse range of fresh vegetables. Among these, Sarawakian peppers is most well known of them. This is for my part, and I'll be giving it to the next person. Thank you.
I'll be talking about the local cuisines. First is the Sarawak Laksa. It started when a man named Go Lik Tek moved to Sarawak, where he started selling a simple noodle broth dish on a street cart. It is made out of vermicelli rice noodles, boiled in a shrimp braised broth, flavored with sambal belacan, garlic, lemongrass, and thickened with coconut milk. The meal is garnished with bean sprouts, prawns, omelette strips, and shredded chicken. Second is the Manok panosh. It is distinguished by the fact that its components are cooked in a bamboo. It's a celebratory dish made during the Gawai Dayok. Gawai Dayok is a celebration for the end of harvesting. Before being cooked over an open fire, cut chicken pieces, lemongrass, and japonica leaves are packed inside the bamboo. Next is the kue chap. Kue chap are broad, flat rice noodles that are prepared in a herby broth with hog flesh, skin, internal organs, deep-fried cow pork, and hard-boiled eggs. The Ming era is created with the invention of this meal, and owing to the diversity of culture in different parts of China, this dish is made differently depending on the place.
Hi, my name is Shaazin and I will be talking about the local parks in Miri, Sarawak. First, we have Miri Central Park. Miri Central Park is a popular gathering site for tourists and communities alike. Miri Central Park consists of community center, event lawn, observation overlook, and seafront boardwalk. Next, we have Taman Awan Miri. Taman Awan Miri is popular for its water park, suspension bridge, playground, and picnic space. This park is only 3 kilometers away from Miri Central City. Next, we have Miri City Fan. Miri City Fan is an award-winning urban park complex which consists of themed gardens. These themed gardens include Islamic gardens and botanical gardens. The name Miri City Fan was given to the park because it looks like a fan when viewed from above. Next, we have Niah National Park. Niah National Park is considered to be one of the oldest sites where human remains were found in Southeast Asia. Niah National Park has more than 3,000 hectares of land which consists of caves and limestone areas.
We are actually now at the Miri Crocodile Farm, and this place would have been great if you are into reptiles and adventurous enough. So the Miri Crocodile Farm is actually cool because it's one of the largest and one of the first ever crocodile farms in Sarawak. So this particular zoo is actually quite far from the city center. So if you don't mind a long bumpy drive as well as a 35 minutes drive, so this is actually for you. You can just drop by here anytime you want. They actually have about 1,000 crocodile species. And not only they have crocodiles, they also have monkeys, they also have albino snakes, they have exotic birds as well as rabbits. And however, before you come here, it is actually recommended for you to bring in a lot of water because it can get pretty tiring and the zoo can get pretty hot during a sunny day. And another thing that you should take note is actually the entrance fee that they impose, Malaysian adult and children. it will be 25 ringgit and 15 ringgit each respectively, while for foreigners, it's actually 40 ringgit and 20 ringgit each for adults as well as children. So the tickets can only be purchased on the site, and they have a tour package, which actually is a good deal because it covers your transport to and fro from your hotel as well as the Crocodile Farm itself. They do open daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But of course, on public holidays, it will be different, and it is best if you plan your journey ahead. So we are now at the Miri Petroleum Museum. They have the first ever oil rig, which is known as the Grand Old Lady. It was the first ever oil rig that was discovered in Miri and erected in Miri. This museum was located at the Bukit Tenaga, which was previously known as Canada Hill, or Bukit Canada. It was built in 1910, and the museum has like an interactive oriented, which enables the visitors to interact with the advanced devices that could be found in the museum itself. And they open daily from 9 to 4, but for weekends it's from 10 to 4. They will typically be the Miri Handicraft Center. We think that this would be your pit stop to buy gifts for your family and friends, because they have good and great traditional woven objects, for instance, textiles, mats, as well as traditional clothing. You can actually find traditional clothing here, and they are actually locally made. And this Miri Handicraft Center is actually located along Jalan Brooks, and it's actually easy to find. And sometimes they do have random cultural shows. If you have the chance to watch it, you can actually learn a bit or two about the Sarawakian culture. The Miri Handicraft Center opens daily from 9 to 6 p.m.